came after me. My fans up and them plans up, bring my fam up. The mentality, these niggas be faking. The mentality, these niggas be hating. The mentality.
Alright y'all, so we're back with another video, and a lot of you all sometimes ask me, do I still even care about Mobile Legends, and why do I play it if I don't like it and stuff like that. A lot of people take some of the things that I say and they get it confused. Like a lot of people, I know we're from different countries and stuff, we have different types of humor. Sometimes people don't understand when I'm joking, when I'm not joking. So I just basically wanted to talk about Mobile Legends and how I feel about Mobile Legends as a game and even as a company. To be completely honest with you, I think Mobile Legends does care about the game. I definitely think they care about the game. I think they're very passionate about the game in certain areas. I think that they're kind of, obviously there's some people in every company who are only in it for the money and stuff like that, but I feel like at its core, Mobile Legends definitely has a strong and passionate team behind it. And the reason that I say this is because if you look at some of these heroes, man, some of the ideas that they had, think about it, like Fanny for instance, that was clearly inspiration from Attack on Titan. Like somebody saw Attack on Titan and somebody was like, yo, this is an amazing show, we should base a hero off of this. And honestly, I think that's game development in its purest form. One of my most popular games that I ever made was based off of Naruto, and obviously it was one of my most successful games too. And the great part about that is I know what it's like to, like, when I was used to watch Naruto episodes and stuff like that, I would see them introduce a new character and that would inspire me. They was like, oh, I would be like, oh my god, this new hero, let me go. Like when they first introduced Itachi, that's when I was like, yo, Itachi is dope. I never thought like the mental genjutsus would actually be that powerful, would actually be that appealing to me. Like I always thought like a Rock Lee or certain type of other abilities would be cooler. Then I got into genjutsu. I'm like, yo, this guy can really destroy somebody's mind and just destroy them from the inside out. That's pretty freaking sick. So when I first saw Itachi, like I added some different things into my game that was basically focusing more on the mind, and that made the mind a bit more powerful, and that made the genjutsus a bit more appealing to players. And I think that's the best way to go about gaming. If you look at a lot of their heroes, there's a lot of cool and slick ideas in here. Like Estes is based around elves. Then you have Hylos. He's based around I forgot what they're called, but the horses, you know, the horses that's like real people type of thing. Then Bane, I honestly don't know what they were thinking with Bane. I can't see any type of inspiration or passion behind that one. I don't know what they was thinking with Bane, but hey, I mean, he's Bane, so but seriously, yo, and also when it comes down to the aspects that they don't really focus on what matters. I think that that's kind of more inexperienced than anything. And also the thing about Mobile Legends is in certain countries they don't really respect other countries, and this is not to disrespect anybody or anything like that. It's just the reality of it. It's the facts of me being a North American working with different Chinese and Japanese companies and stuff like that. I've really learned that there's not much respect for North Americans, and I mean, I don't take it personal, honestly. It's business, it's how they choose to run their business and stuff like that, but they don't really listen to the North American side of YouTube. Like when we tell them certain things, like honestly, a lot of stuff that's grown Mobile Legends, they have listened to it, they got it from me, but I didn't get credit, I didn't get recognition, I didn't get support, help, or anything for the things that I have helped them with. But some of the biggest things, some of the biggest changes, like in the matchmaking system, some of those changes have not come, and I do understand that some of those changes just cannot come because not enough North American players play the game. But I don't understand how, like, I know that they're inexperienced developers. Some of them are new. Some of them, like, this is their first time having a game like this that's really has the potential that Mobile Legends has. Like, they've had other games, but none of those games have the potential that Mobile Legends has. And I don't understand how you wouldn't listen to the North America, like me, so bad. Like a lot of us from North America, we know what North Americans would want more than anything else. We know what would draw people in, and it's just sad seeing the Mobile Legends North American community die. Like a lot of the North Americans just don't want to play Mobile Legends anymore. A lot of North American people just aren't good at Mobile Legends because there's not really no one that they feel comfortable watching. They don't understand that when it comes down to matchmaking in North America, Mythics, one thing that you all might not know, in North America, Mythics are playing against Epics, and sometimes even lower than that. Like I literally had some of you all tell me that you all were freaking what's that at the Grandmaster? Like Grandmasters freaking playing against Mythics and stuff like that. And it's just insane how Mythics can get a bunch of stars in the North America server by playing against people that's a lot weaker than them. That's like bullying someone and getting rewarded for it. So I don't like, the matchmaking is just really bad in North America. I know it's not as bad in other places like Indonesia. You all say you never get matched up with like randoms like that, because you all have the thing about it is Mobile Legends is most popular in Indonesia right now. So when it comes to matchmaking and all of that, they basically have enough people so they can keep people in their proper tiers. North America, there's so little North Americans playing this game that they have to just bunch us all together, because if we only played against people it was fair for us to go against, we would never find a match. And that's the sad truth about the state of North American Mobile Legends. And honestly, it has to be difficult trying to balance this game in all these different ways. But the reason that I'm less sympathetic to Mobile Legends in certain areas, like basically the fact that the North American side is dying, is because we've been telling them for the longest this was going to happen. We were telling them it was going to go, like, everything that we said would happen is happening. Every single thing that we said would happen is happening, and they never took us serious. They never listened to us. They still don't listen to us. And that's just the thing that I have the problem with. But as far as the passion and the good side of Mobile Legends, I definitely think there's a lot of passion. Like Layla. Layla was one of the first heroes that I came to this game, and I just fell in love with Layla. And like, a lot of people thought that she was even bad back then because she didn't have the mobility and stuff as certain heroes. I know that the other countries was looking at it kind of weird, like, oh, you play Layla, and then they played with me. They was like, whoa, you actually are good with Layla. And it's like, yeah, I mean, every North American player isn't the same, yo. Like what I specialize in, what I have always specialized in since I became a web developer, it's just outthinking people, knowing how to outthink hackers and stuff like that, so they can't hack my game, so they can't stop my game from being successful and stuff like that. Like I really had to get into the mindset of outthinking people. So when I can think circles around most people, and that's just the reality of it. That's where my skills lie. So when it comes down to using Layla, me predicting where someone's going to move inside of a video game, it's not that hard. I can definitely position myself, and that's what I specialize in. If you've watched me play, you know I specialize in positioning, and I can stay alive the entire time. But I feel like just more care needs to be put into the different countries in Mobile Legends. I think that they need to stop just focusing on what's making them the most money and start looking at the bigger picture. Because if you take a chance on a country like North America, and you take a chance on some of these other countries where they're lacking a player base at, and you actually start listening to the YouTubers who can influence these countries, that would bring more to Mobile Legends. I feel like that would bring a lot more to Mobile Legends. It would bring more diversity. It would bring more ideas, more types of information when it comes to the cultures and stuff. Like for instance, Tencent. What Tencent did with Arena of Valor, bringing in Batman and stuff like that, bringing in stuff that they can connect with, like Black Panther. They probably, I wouldn't be surprised if Tencent brings in Black Panther, because Black Panther is doing so well. So that's probably something that would happen now. And I don't know if Mobile Legends has those type of ties. I don't know if they have those type of connections, or I don't even know if they would have had those type of thought processes. And that's what I'm saying. They do have Johnson, who is like a transformer, so that's pretty cool. But and that would definitely relate with our culture a lot. But at the same time, you also got to think about the fact that we relate with Japanese culture a lot. I don't mean in the sense that we understand it, but I mean, we watch a lot of anime. We connect with certain shows. We really love the culture. We really love everything that we see in our country from your countries. So it's like, I don't know, a lot of stuff that they didn't take the time to understand about us. I feel like that's a lot of things that's making the game not so popular in our country, and making people want to just leave the game in our country. And obviously there's the lag, there's the, like, they literally don't put, in order to maintain the amount of people that play in Indonesia, they have to have a bunch of servers. I just don't feel like they put the same love, passion, and care into every part of Mobile Legends, every place that it's released. And that's one of the biggest cons for me. But as far as the passion behind the game, the passion behind the characters, I think that there's a lot of passion behind it. Obviously, they're inspired from a lot of different shows and a lot of different things, and they just change things around, which is gaming. Honestly, that's gaming. Almost every single game is inspired from something that's already been created. So I while I've trash talked them in the past about that thing, I've done the same thing when building games. I've definitely done the same thing when building games, and that didn't have anything to do with me having a lack of passion or lack of creativity. It's just that when you're doing something that you love, you get inspired by other things, and that's just the way it goes. So yeah, I think Mobile Legends has a lot of passion. I just want to clear things up and let you all know I really think Mobile Legends has a lot of passion. I think that there's a lot of good about Mobile Legends, and that's why I stay in the community. That's why I stay in the community. That's why I stay talking to you all, and that's why I upload this content for you all. Just so just because I do know that there's a good side to Mobile Legends. That doesn't mean that the bad shouldn't be talked about, because the only way Mobile Legends will ever fix the bad is by everyone starting to acknowledge that the bad exists. If I'm saying one thing and everybody else is saying nope, it doesn't exist, why would Mobile Legends ever change it? But if they do actually change it, then a whole other side of North America will start playing the game. There will be more players, there will be more competition, there will be more fun. So that's why I speak on the bad, just so there's no confusion. I definitely love Mobile Legends, and yeah, that's pretty much it, man. So yeah, this is just a talk I wanted to have with y'all. I thought it was very important, but thank you all for watching. Thanks for chilling with me, staying on the channel, always showing me love and everything. And I'm gonna catch you all on the next one, family. Make sure you drop a thumbs up on the video, also, and subscribe to the channel if you're new. Peace out, yo.
They so mad that I